Yeah, you already know what it is. Your boy Banz alongside Christina. We are the Spark Up Podcast. What's going on, everybody? Episode
121, yeah. 121. 121 episodes in the books. Wow. It seems like yesterday.
Who would have said we would have made it this far?
I don't know.
This is a milestone.
No, it's not. A milestone is like 150.
Some people don't make it past 10.
I mean, sure. I mean, so then every episode is a milestone if you count in that.
Absolutely.
No, that's
you gotta treat it like one too.
That's not what a milestone means, but it's fine. Anyway, what have you been up to?
Doing a lot of private work.
Okay.
It's interesting to see other cultures that are actually very similar in certain ways, but still very different.
Okay.
You know, like
that's
the
vague.
whole family aspect, you know. Uncles are always gonna be uncles. Aunts is always gonna be aunties. And like I don't know, like you know what I mean, when you see people from other cultures and religions, you know, it's like, wow, these people aren't so different in reality.
We're more alike than we are. I mean, we're more alike than we are different.
You know, it's just having the experience to be able to experience that. So, I mean, I've been doing a lot of, I guess, realizations, like we're a lot alike.
Congratulations. Welcome to real life.
You know, because I wasn't aware of.
It took you a long time.
You know, we all get there one time. Sometime.
I hope so.
Hopefully.
My goodness. So you left me on red yesterday. Let's address the elephant in the room.
The elephant in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, when I seen your text, I'm not lying to you. When I seen your text, it was already like 11.
It's a lie. I wish I had
like
I need booze in here. Boo.
So I did some work. I got home. I knocked out for like 3 hours. Then I got called to pull up to my cousin's clubhouse.
You celebrated 4th of July. You talk all this woke stuff and celebrate 4th of July.
I didn't celebrate. Crazy. I went to see the fireworks.
We're putting you on trial. I wish I had
me
the
on
music.
trial. It's fine.
No, that's news. Never mind.
Fine.
Wrong sound.
You know, I think everybody was watching a fireworks show.
Sure.
Unless you was cooped up in the house just mad at the world, I guess, you know.
I was cooped up in the house, but I wasn't mad at the world.
Which there is a lot of reason to be mad at the world.
Sure.
I'm not mad at that person that did that, but, you know, it was a good time.
You could have at least said, hey, never mind.
By that time, I was like, you know what?
There's courtesy to text message. I know, like, first of all, there's like this big conversation of like, just because just because you text me and I don't text you back right away doesn't mean I hate you. I don't like you. I don't care. Like, you're supposed to be able to. If I don't text
you back, I hate you. No, I'm joking.
But you're supposed to be able to like answer people whenever you want, and I get that. But it's like, it's been a whole 24 hours.
You could have,
and it was your idea.
It was. I apologize for
and
that.
I even was like,
I really do apologize for that.
It's a lie. I was like,
that's my
does
bad
he
on
not
my
realize
part.
it's 4th of July? Fuck it. I don't have no plans anyway.
You know,
sure, I'll come in. You're a fraud. Go ahead.
Now listen,
just say it.
I overcooked myself that day. So I went to. So instead of doing anything else before I headed back out, I was like, I'm taking a nap. And the nap became a sleep. It was like 3-4 hours later, and I woke up. And it was already, I want to say I woke up like around 7. Then
PM?
That
sounds like a nap. The whole nightlife is left. You could have went outside. You could have got something to drink, something to eat. I don't know.
By the time I seen the text, honestly, it was already too late. I didn't.
So you should have just said that.
I didn't bother because I was like, it doesn't make it any better if I say, "Oh, sorry, I seen your text 11:30."
I do it all the time. I don't care. It's the truth. I
think sometimes
wasn't paying attention to my phone. Sorry, it's too late.
Well, I apologize. Look, I'm apologizing.
You can't even apologize with this straight face. This is crazy.
We're doing a lot of growing here.
It be your own niggas every time. All right. But speaking of niggas, Bill Cosby was released from jail last Wednesday, June 30th, after he was convicted in 2018. I keep doing this. I keep segueing into the culture shock. Let me start over. So let's just jump right into some culture shock. Hey, what's up? It's Christina Sev.
You already know what it is, your boy Banz, and we are the Spark Up Podcast.
We are two individuals who came together to try and make sense of the mess in the world through conversation.
We're also cousins. I'm the older cousin.
And I'm the wiser cousin.
I wouldn't say all that now.
Well, all jokes aside, we created this podcast to open dialogue on layered topics of life that we think isn't being talked about enough.
We have conversation through the lens of millennials who are on their own creative journeys.
Yes, and we sit down with other creatives and entrepreneurs who have stories and journeys filled with gems.
Yep, this podcast will spark up some real talk.
Yes, sir. The Spark Up Podcast starts
now. So
speaking of niggas, Bill Cosby was released from jail last Wednesday after being convicted in 2018 for 3 to 10 years, and Twitter was in disarray. Everybody went crazy. Oh my God, how could they do this? Isn't he a sexual predator and yada yada yada. So a lot of people were confused and saying, okay, why did he come out? So apparently the Supreme Court in Pennsylvania says that they violated his rights. So, his right in the process. So they threw away the case. That does not mean that he's not guilty.
So he played the system.
He has a really good lawyer. That's all that means.
They played chess.
Yeah. And, he's old. So, whatever. It's fine. He did what he did. And what took me most by surprise was that Phylicia Rashad, a.k.a. Where is Phylicia Rashad? Oh, Aunt she's Viv. Yeah. No, not Aunt Viv. She's Mrs. Huxtable.
Yeah.
She plays the wife on the Bill Cosby show, and she came to his defense, and she said, she basically
said that Aaron was.
Yes.
corrected.
Yes. I'm trying to find the tweet here, but yeah. So she basically called the system a lie and said that finally justice was served, and the tweet went viral. Everyone started talking about her and saying, how could she defend this man, and blah blah blah. Then what's her name came to Phylicia Rashad's defense, because Phylicia Rashad works at the Harvard University, and the Harvard University came at her neck like, you can't be out here defending a rapist. And Stephanie Mills, the legendary singer, came out in defense of Phylicia Rashad and said, okay, if you guys fire Phylicia Rashad or take her out of her position, then you have to give back everything that Bill Cosby donated to this school. So it was a bunch of tit for tat.
Which is a fair point of view.
Yeah. And the reason why Phylicia Rashad even tried to backtrack her statement was because Aunt Viv from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was saying, like, girl, how could you even say that? And damn well this man is not a good man. And then tweets started coming out again about how he was always a rapist and everyone back in the day knew that, and it was just a hot jiggity
But don't
mess.
they have a different relationship? Because I think that would have, you know what I mean?
Yes.
The difference in relationship also has the difference in how I think of perceive somebody, you know what I mean?
Of course.
So maybe in her mind, Bill Cosby's an innocent man. And that's fine. You know what I mean? We're like, it's not my job to tell her she's wrong.
Right.
I'm not no judge to nobody. God is,
That's a fact.
The heavens, whatever you believe in. But at the end of the day, who am I to tell her she's wrong? And why should we crucify her for that?
It's been a lot of speculation. So Stephanie Mills, I have the tweet or the post here on Instagram. She posted a picture of her and Phylicia Rashad, and she said, "I love you, Phylicia Rashad. If it's true that Howard University wants to terminate her position because they feel her comments about Mr. Cosby were insensitive, then they should give back the millions of dollars that he donated to the university." And then someone went on to say, who is this? Candace Marie Benbow. I'm not really sure who that is, but she said she's going to feel like an idiot when she learns he never gave millions to Howard, and she's thinking about Spelman. So they got the wrong school, allegedly. It's just a hot ass mess, and
I feel like everybody just has something to say nowadays.
Always.
And whether true or false, whatever Bill Cosby did is messed up.
Right.
You know what I mean? But there's certain people that are going to believe his story.
1,000%.
And there's people that's not going to. And that's fine. We could agree to disagree. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, like, would you trust Bill Cosby around your kids or your family? I don't think so. So, therefore, it's kind of, it's like, I don't know.
But there's always been rumors about him being a creep. Even comedians have made this. Absolutely. We've mentioned this before. Like, it's not a secret. So the fact that he was even convicted, I'm surprised. And he did his time, I guess, right? So,
and he'll do his time. When his number comes, he'll pay for it. Yeah. At the end of the day, that's all we can do. He beat the law.
Right.
He beat the law. So technically, he's a free man.
He's a free man. And then, O.J. Simpson got away with murder. So it's not the first time that people get away with things. Police officers get away with killing black people every single day, except for Derek Chauvin, who was convicted of not enough time. I think we talked about that last week. But Mark Lamont Hill, the famous news anchor, the black man, the legendary, the also knowledgeable, he interviewed Judge Joe Brown.
Which is another nutcase. Judge Joe lost his mind.
He was like, well, the bimbos are... Basically, he was like, if the hoes want to pull up, let them pull up. And whatever happens at the hotel, happens at the hotel. But he forgot the part of things being consensual. So there's that. It's been a hot mess. Look, just throw all the old men away and do with them what you...
a lot of the new cats are learning from these guys.
Like Boozy. Oh my gosh. Can we throw away Boozy? Please cancel him. I know cancel culture is not real, but
we're not gonna cancel him. Just put him in his own corner. Give him a timeout.
I pay no attention to that man. He's disgusting. He pays prostitutes to have sex with his kid. Like, he's paying people to commit rape. So, and he's homophobic. I think he has a gay bone in his body, which is why he's so scared of
you seen what
gayness.
Mike Tyson told him?
He asked him, like, my nigga, are you gay? Like, what's your problem with gay people? But that's a conversation for another day. And speaking of trifling niggas, there's been some messy...
You're always going at somebody.
These niggas have to be came at. There's two messy niggas in this story. So, if you follow Erica Mena for any strange reason, you know that she filed for divorce
from Safaree.
Yeah, with Safaree. Straight. I think a year ago. She filed for divorce a long time ago. But she's been doing a bunch of things with him. She got Spice to perform for his birthday and like all this stuff. So they've been, involved. They're rekindled, but she still hasn't reversed the divorce. And they just had this says third baby, but I think it was their second baby. So it's a mess. So apparently Safaree had this wild party in Miami over the weekend for his birthday. And what's her name? Kaylin? No, I'm saying the girl's name wrong. The little girl who used to be with Joe Budden, right? Kaylin Garcia, yes. which I find really messy. First of all, because Safaree claims to be, or Joe Budden claims that him and Safaree are friends, but Safaree is out here.
There's no friends, and these rappers, these industry guys are sharing the same girls.
Clearly, and Kaylin Garcia is for everybody because that's how she gets her clout. No offense to this young woman, get it how you live. But so there was pictures and rumors that they were seen together. There's actually a legit picture of her next to Safaree.
But that doesn't mean that they were doing anything.
No, Erica Mena found proof. So let me get to the bottom of it. She says on Instagram the following. She @s her and says, "Real talk, I've been in shoes of dealing with a man who lived a double life and I had no clue he was married. But you know Safaree is married. Who don't know that? Not to mention he real friends with Joe Budden, your ex. Safaree just had a baby who he hasn't seen in 4 days. That's in the the NQ. That's also no secret. I'm blasting both of you since he told you to lay low tonight. Clearly you both know I found out y'all been fucking all weekend. My son not even a week old yet and he dicking you down. I hope this is something you proud of, shorty. This man lost his whole family officially. I wish you both the best." Then she continues with a picture of the proof, like the post. She says, "You've been fucking my husband all weekend in Miami. We have a son who was just born and still isn't home yet. Did he tell you that when he was telling you to lay low tonight?" So,
hold on, before you continue with anybody.
No. Let me tell you the full story. So you can then give your full opinion. Lil Duval says, he tweeted, "Women refuse to believe they are wired to their emotions more than they mind. Shit, we all are. Y'all just fight more." And then he said, "You shouldn't care what somebody do if you really don't care about them no more. How you go from I'm filing for divorce to why you trying to fuck a married man? Crazy tell self."
Fair enough.
He called her crazy. Then she quotes his tweet and says, "You always in women's business. Shut up, little bitch." I think she called him little bitch. And then he says to her, which was super foul, he said, what did he, I can't find the tweet. I just had it. He said something along the lines of, "Shut up, your postpartum must be acting up." Which for me is teetering the line because their baby is in the NQ. So the baby is obviously having issues. And the man who she had this baby with is out here acting up with another woman. So, of course, she's going to feel some type of way.
See, I agree with you on that. But you can't tell nobody how to react. If you come at them with, like, little bitch or whatever.
Yeah,
should have just left it dead.
But to come first of all, postpartum depression is very serious. And I think that
I'm not disagreeing with that. I just want to make clear.
But I think that a lot of people don't know the depth of postpartum. Also because it's not talked about enough. A lot of women don't come forward. A lot of women don't even know that they have postpartum depression. So for him to teeter that line, I feel like was a little disrespectful. Okay, someone called you a bitch, but people call him bitches all the time. Charlamagne makes fun of him, calls him a short ass, and they make fun of his height. And he's a comedian.
In that case in time, it was like, you know what I mean? It wasn't like a joke.
There's no justification for that. In my book. Like, that's crossing the line. And also, why is he talking? It's none of his business. Like, why does he feel the need to say anything about this relationship? He has no...
I mean, but is his point not valid? His first point?
But it doesn't matter. Who asked him?
It don't matter. Everybody talks online. And I'm not defending him, but everybody talks online. It
sounds like you're defending him. I feel like the woman hater in you is peaking right now.
Absolutely not. Because if I were to say something... and somebody came at me and I came back at them, I don't want to say you're inviting it, but you're also, you know what I mean? You're open for the discussion. I said what I said. It could have been dead. Like, we could have left it there. But then you went out of the way to bring it back up.
I mean, but this is a woman who's obviously being triggered, and the whole thing is a mess because, first of all, she did file for divorce, and she's not reversing the divorce. She's asking for all the things that she rightfully deserves because they have 2 children together. But at the same time, it's like...
So, like I said,
when are women gonna learn that niggas, especially at his big age, if he keeps playing you, not much is gonna change, especially if you file for divorce but you still live together, you're still fucking, you just created a second baby, so you didn't learn from the first time around. And this is not to bash Erica Mena, I'm speaking in general because I want to be sensitive to her postpartum depression, if that is the case, right? But women do this all the time, and this is why men continue to be shitty, because you keep letting them run over you, do this, do that. And I understand that the industry is a mess and there's games and I gotta be seen and I gotta be outside and you know, I'm fucking the hoes tonight, but I'm coming back to my wife, but we're divorced. Like, there's just a lot of mess. I think that celebrities need to learn to keep everybody out their goddamn business. Like,
I mean, but how can you? We're talking about their business.
Yeah, because it's out there. Like, she should have never posted on Instagram. And if you're filing for divorce, really be about that.
Exactly.
Like, for real. Like, so Kim Kardashian filed for divorce and you never seen her and Kanye together ever again.
Exactly. So therefore, back to his original point.
No. I have to exit before him out because of the postpartum.
Before the disrespect, he wasn't off. If we're talking about just on looking in from the surface,
he's not off. He's not off. But you know, it just,
and he met disrespect with disrespect. And I can't be mad at that.
I understand, you know, because, but I don't.
You know, women, man, woman, whatever. You should know that if you meet someone with disrespect, you might get disrespect back.
That's
fine.
That's
at least that's what I was taught.
The moral to the story is basically keep people out of your business so that people have nothing to say. Regular people do this all the time. I don't see it on my timeline as much as I used to. There's still a couple immature women and men that put their business out on social media. I used to do that back in the day. I'm talking like 19, 20 years old. Like, just say subliminals, throw shots at people. Like, that shit's childish. And what you're doing is opening the door for people to opinionate on, to have their 2 cents on your situation. So keep it to yourself. Prayers go out to Erica Mena and that poor little baby who is in the NICU. And I hope that baby makes it out alive. And good luck to that baby, because that baby both of those babies have some really dumb parents. And many children out there do. And it's a shame. But, yeah, that is all that I have.
That's messy. That's messy.
No, I'm lying. How could I skip this?
And you know, like, I don't want to see, because the thing is also for me, it's like, honestly, between us and our listeners.
Between everybody.
I don't want to be talking about niggas' relationships. Like, if you fucking up, you're fucking up.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I don't want to be that guy that, you know, has to, like, I hate to call people out in public. I like to, you know, pull people aside, like, yo, you know,
but these are
you're messing up. Like,
people who are putting their business on the streets.
Now, if you're putting your business on the street, I get it.
It's a different story. So I just have to have a moment of silence because my heart is broken. She's a runner. She's a track star. If you haven't heard by now, the fastest woman in the world, the young.
Is that like certified?
Let me get to it. The youngest, the fastest woman to ever run, who is so close to being, well, to me, this solidifies her legacy. Like, she will forever be talked about. Sha'Carri, I was saying her name wrong last episode. I apologize. I was saying Shikari, but it's Sha'Carri. So Sha'Carri Richardson, they found THC in her drug tests, in her PP test, and she's not allowed to run in the 100 meter. And I was also saying 100 millimeter last week. It's 100 meters. She's not allowed to run in the 100 meter race. She will be able to run in the other races that'll happen after that, but this one was the most important one. This one was the one that was going to give her title. So everybody went up in arms like, they're racist. Why are you doing that? She was smoking weed in the legal. I was one of those people that was outraged at home. Like, how can they do this? She's 21. She's young. She just lost her biological mom. She's going through a lot. You know, she just looks like the regular black girl. She's out here representing. Smoking in legal places. And I know that we're at a different time, right? Weed is not as demonized as it used to be, right? It's becoming legal. I think it's legal. It's decriminalized in 20 states. 20 and states, in 18 states, it's recreational. 18 or 19.
Connecticut becoming the newest state.
And Virginia this month. So I understand all that. And, you know, she was lucky enough to have Seth Rogen, Dwayne Wade.
She fucked up a bag, really, what she did.
No, let me get to that. Stephen Jackson, he spoke out about it. Joe Biden, Cardi B, everybody has something to say about this young girl because she was getting judged by some white people we don't give a shit about. And I didn't even care to look up what they said about her. I know that they were talking about like her hair and her nails and, you know, shit like that. But to see this really broke my heart. But to Joe Biden's point, the rules are the rules. And I can't even blame her because I know people like this. We know people like this in our community. I myself have battled with using weed to cope with anxiety, to cope with stress, to cope with depression. So I can understand what it's like to pick up a blunt or to roll up or somebody passes it to you and just saying yes. But my thing is like, baby girl, you had the title at the palm of your hand. Like the world was waiting and rooting for you.
I mean, we're still rooting for her.
I was going to say that. And I think that I know that the world is still rooting for her. And also Nike put out a statement saying like, y'all can say what you can say, but we're still sponsoring her. So she's still endorsed by Nike. She didn't lose her endorsements.
Great move by Nike, even though I think Nike plays the fence.
Do they though?
They do play the fence.
They had what's his name?
They have to make everybody happy.
They had his back. What's his name?
Kaepernick.
Yeah,
but they still supported Blue Lives. You know, like it's business. It's business. At the end of the day, business is gonna be business, regardless of what the aspect of the people, what people want to hear. You know what I mean? Behind doors, business is going to always be business.
Yeah, and that's true. But I do like that they put out a statement because it shows that no matter the outcome of this Olympic, that there's always next year. And she still has her, she still has her endorsements. And she's young, you know? She's come back.
Got a lot of time.
She's still got time to learn, make better decisions. She'll be quicker. She'll be smarter. She'll be wiser. Hopefully, right? But I think she's on the right track. So she was on the Today Show and she was asked to, give a public statement. Well, first she announced it on Twitter and told everybody that she's not going to be able to run because of her test. And then she tweeted out, "I am human," which I think
she owned up to what she did. She knows she messed up the bag.
This is why I think that she's on the right path, because when they asked her about it, instead of like crying and giving like the drama,
exactly, like she didn't go for the antics.
I know what I did.
Like, no, I did.
I take accountability. I take full responsibility.
Which I think that's what a lot of people should start doing.
Right. She said, "I knew the rules."
White men that don't take accountability for themselves. And look, this young black
21-year-old from Dallas, Texas,
responsibilities for her doings. This is a teaching moment, if anything.
I love how she spoke. I think, in fact, I might just go full on messy, and I think she was high during that interview.
And I hope she was.
Maybe it was the lashes; they were too heavy. Her lashes be popping.
But at the end of the day, like, if she goes into this Olympics and the races that she does,
she'll be able to run, but just not for the winning title.
The ones that she runs, if she blows everybody out the water, it's quiet for everybody.
My thing is, she will.
But that's what I'm saying. If she blows everybody out the water in these competition that she does take part in, nobody can say anything, whether she smoked weed or anything, because of the fact that, weed's supposed to slow you down, if anything. That's what the common thought is. But
and what I love about Joe Biden is that I like the way Joe Biden spoke. Some people were criticizing him, but
people always got something bad to say.
Exactly.
Someone's never happy.
He said that he was proud of the way that she responded and proud of her statement. And this is where I got the quote from. He said, "The rules are the rules." He said, "Do I think that the rules are fair? Should they be changed? Are they outdated? Maybe." And I agree with all of those things. But, shout out to Sha'Carri Richardson. You have a lot of people on your side still. I don't think that she's discouraged by this, because she seems like a girl who has a good head on her shoulders. She said, "The support my community, I thank y'all. The negative, forget y'all and enjoy the games, because we all know it won't be the same." She put an angel emoji, which is throwing shade, like, those bitches are fast, but I'm faster. And now we'll never know.
Exactly.
It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. I'm still in support of her. I still love her. She's still a legend, and she still had a legendary moment. And
absolutely,
I think that this solidifies her legacy. Like, we'll forever talk about Sha'Carri Richardson and how she fucked up her winning title. But
I think we all had that moment in our lifetime.
Oh,
well, not as big, in different occasions,
of different
where
ways.
You messed up, and you messed up big.
Mm-hmm. It happens.
And then you look back like, damn, I really messed up.
I should have never did that. But it happens to the best of us. I really hope she learned. I hope that we all learn from this, that when you have something important ahead of you, or if you have something special, have someone special, really think about what you're doing before you do it and how it ripples. Like how it affects.
The domino effect.
Yeah, the domino effect of that one move. Decision.
Be calculated, basically.
Be calculated, yeah. But shout out to Sha'Carri Richardson, man.
I hope she goes out there and does her thing.
Me too. I'm heartbroken, but if she's okay, then I'm okay.
I'll be honest, I'm not heartbroken. I feel bad, but I'm not heartbroken because if it was my brother, I would have told him the same thing.
You fucked up.
You fucked up a bag.
Oh, but it's all right. She'll be back. She'll be stronger.
Hopefully.
And that's all that I have for the culture shock. All right. So on episode 121, we have a very special guest with us. This guest just released some music. He's back in these streets. He's back outside. And he's coming for everybody's neck. And he got the co-sign from none other than Young Money's very own Euro from the home team. So very excited to talk to this young man. I've been seeing him perform in the city I've seen you perform a couple times. Yeah. And the streets talk about your performance all the time. But we have with us none other than Pharaoh Jaxson.
What's up?
With an X. Jackson. Not like Michael Jackson, but like...
yeah.
I don't know the other Jackson.
So let me jump into it right now, because Pharaoh is a tyrant, ruler of Egypt.
You think he was a tyrant?
That's what the definition says.
It depends on what Pharaoh you're talking about, because Pharaoh is actually a title. It's a title. If you're talking about Ramses, now if we're talking about like biblical talk, like Ramses enslaved the a ruler of ancient Egypt.
So where did you get the name from?
The second meaning is tyrant. So that's why I'm like, I hear it. But look what tyrant means.
An absolute ruler, unrestrained by law or constitution.
Sheesh. That's heavy.
So that's why I'm asking, like, was this was this on purpose that you...
Nah, I feel like, so from like a young age, I'm heavily like just into, I always loved Egypt and the whole concept of like what they're doing there, being such a big civilization at the time, ancient Egypt. And I just felt like Pharaoh was like just a word of like, yo, this is an African king. You know, I feel like a lot of people forget that Egypt is part of Africa, you know. Yes. Like I definitely just wanted to be a king, you know, and just an African king. And like my whole name, like my boy Keish actually came up with like the Jackson part. Like, yo, he saw me, I was performing one day, there was a video up, and he commented, he said, damn, look at young Pharaoh Jaxson. And he spelled it like Jackson, like Michael Jackson, but something just clicked in my head. I said, nah, yeah. And I just spelled it with an X. Name, yeah, I felt like the X just made it an X factor, you know. Jackson, and Michael Jackson is my favorite artist of all time.
That we can tell. Yeah, we can tell by the moves.
I just want to make everything, you know, just new and fresh and just a different element thing. So you know, that's what Pharaoh Jaxson.
I love the energy, but we got to talk about, because you have a gimmick now, because you're Pharaoh Jaxson and you have your moves. Do you think that for you it works?
I think yeah, for me it works because I'm not when I dance, I'm not doing like a lot of choreography and things like that. I dance with a lot of feeling, and like I'm not so I say it like this all the time. When Michael Jackson was doing his moves or whatever it is, he established his moves so well that if you see anybody do those moves, you're like, oh, that person's doing a Michael Jackson. No matter if they're just pointing or doing things like this, oh, that person's doing a Michael Jackson. And like, it's very few artists that have like dance moves that solidify themselves. Like, I think Chris Brown is an amazing dancer. Facts. I think he's an absolute, but he has no dance that if somebody else does it, somebody says, oh yeah, that person's doing the Chris Brown. You feel me?
That's so true.
I wanted to make my dance style in a way that when somebody sees me doing my shoulders or whatever, somebody will be like, oh yeah, that's Pharaoh Jaxson. So that's what I'm really trying to model it after. I'm trying to create a whole new style that's solidly mine alone, and how everybody would have to copy what I'm doing. It's not something that, like, it's easily done, you know.
It's original.
Yeah, it's original. Like, so that's how I'm moving.
How long have you been rapping for? The pen rapping. Is not too bad.
Yeah, I've been rapping since I was young. You know, I started rapping.
What's young though? Because how old are you now?
I'm 27 now. I've been rapping since.
I thought you were younger than that.
Man, yeah, it's all the water I drink. Nah, but definitely, I've been rapping young since like around 9, 10. I really started.
Wow.
At first, my boy Euro was always rapping when we were younger and everything, and I would really like dance behind him and stuff, you know, and then we just started developing, and I started rapping with him. So
he talked about you when we interviewed.
He actually co-signed you.
He did.
Yes.
I was like, yo, if there's anybody from Providence, you know, that you can, you know, give the alley-oop to, who would it be? And you was one of the people that he mentioned.
He was the first person that he mentioned.
Exactly.
That's my dog.
So that's a lot.
So that's big.
Yeah.
You know what I
mean? That's been my dog since I was like 6 years old. Like, we definitely, me, Keish, all our guys, like, we really just running a real tight knit unit. And like, so following Euro growing up, you know, all being together, we all started rapping. And I feel like after high school, really, I really started taking it serious. But, you know, you going through school and things and stuff like that. And so you really just start developing what you want to be. And so that's what I was really doing for a while, just developing this sound and what I really want myself to be portrayed as and how I want people to see me, you know. So that's really it.
And you say you've been taking it serious since like a little after high school, but like shit got in the way. Did you ever finish school?
I went to college in New York for 2 years. I went to Concordia College up in Bronxville, White Plains. I did that for 2 years, and my sophomore year, I just started skipping a lot of classes and just writing songs. I was writing music a lot, and I really just felt like this is what I really wanted to do. This is what I'm good at.
Was that school? My bad.
No.
Was that school in the Bronx?
No, I was in Bronxville.
Okay.
It's a big, rich white city in
all right,
White
I was
Plains,
gonna ask, did the lifestyle in New York change your artistry? Like, creatively.
Definitely. I met some people in New York that are definitely lifelong friends, like that really put me on just knowing the game and knowing how to move within those hoods. You know, I've been to like Eden War, I've been to the Bronx, you know, Brooklyn. I got a lot of people out there that really just showed me the game, and really, I think it really like shaped my attitude.
And it's a different energy in New York.
Yeah, different energy. Yeah. You know, that's a place when you, especially when you come out there from a small city like Providence, you're like, yo, I can't be afraid out here. I have to take all risks, you know, and I'm ready to go for it all. And that's what I feel like New York really did for me, helped shift my attitude in a real goal.
So we hear a lot of people talking about how like Providence is small, niggas can't make it from Providence and blah, blah, blah. But, you know, we've seen guys like Euro, Flawless, John Hope, Jay Lynx recently, D Gomes, Lily Rain. The list is growing, right? So we can name people that really make it out. But you had the chance to be in a bigger market like New York City. So why would someone like you, who is so sure of their talent, come back here when you had more opportunities, quote unquote, in New York City?
One thing about Providence, I always tell, I feel like we genuinely like have some of the best diverse talent in the country. I'm not even joking. I don't joke about that when I say that at all. I feel like the talent in Prov is so diverse and so, because of where we come from, we're like, damn, hardly anybody makes it out of here, and it makes you so hungry to put your, I feel like every artist I work with wants to put our city on so much. It's not about self so much, because I feel like, especially me, I have so much faith in what I do and in talent that I don't feel like no matter where I'm at, I'm gonna make it happen. But Prov is a city that has really shaped my character and who I am. This sound that I have is so important because of Prov and all these artists that I work with, especially on the tape. I have so many artists that I work with that are really, I think, some of the hardest artists in Providence.
Yes.
And I really just wanted to promote that. Like, I tell people all the time, this tape was for my niggas, man. This tape was really for my people.
I have goosebumps.
Yeah, it was really for my people, and really just showcasing what Providence is about. I think that we really, really can. I've performed everywhere. I've performed in Miami, Chicago, California, New York, mad places. And I'm telling you right now, when it comes to Prov, we're different, because you're gonna get fire out of every artist, and it's a different type of fire. We don't all do the same shit.
Yo, I love that you're saying it, because I always mention this. When I was in New York, I was in Times Square doing a thing with Remy TV with K Slay.
Shout out to Remy TV.
Shout outs to Remy TV. And anybody I spoke to, I was like, yo, I'm from Providence, Rhode Island. Some of them would be like, yo, where's that at? I'm like, Providence, Rhode Island. It's a place. And they'd be like, really? I'm like, yo, when it comes to the arts, because they was checking out my photos, and it was like, you know what I mean? We do this. We got rappers, we got cooks, we got, you name it, we have it. And we do it better than a lot of places.
Or even at the same level that people think that they do it at. Like, I think a lot of people underestimate us, one, because they don't know, and two, because I think, and this is my plight with you, I think that there's a lack of work ethic. Like, I do see talent in you, and I heard the tape and I did enjoy it. I see talent in guys like Rain, or guys like Nino, who I have not a personal beef with, but like an artistic beef. Like,
I love you, Nino.
Even Big Frank, like guys who are talented, but I just don't feel like you're moving quickly enough. And maybe that's just my opinion as a consumer. Like, everybody has different, but I just feel like, when was the last time you put out a tape before this?
I put out a tape 2019. I put Jackson Volume 1 out, and that was that was in 2019, September of 2019. And so, but I get exactly what you're talking about. I feel like a lot of times, I've been telling my friends a lot, especially this year. This is the year of execution. I can't let things like just try to work themselves out or things fall into my lap. I got to create the opportunities now. I'm at a point where, like, definitely I felt that way too. I felt like I think I'm working. I think I am, but it's not is not showing in the content that I'm putting out. So I need to really kick it up another level. And I just feel like that just all comes into what you really want and how bad you really want to do this. I think there's a lot of artists that we get caught up in everyday life because there's so much going on in our lives. Everybody got their own stuff they're going through, but you have to find time to sacrifice.
My problem is because there's guys who this is like the fourth time I mentioned Blueface. Like, what separates you from Blueface is not much. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, he's not the greatest. Like, I think he sucks, if we're gonna be frank. But I think the difference between you and him is that he was consistent enough and he made himself be seen. So he was able to put himself in rooms and places with people who gave him an opportunity and heard his talent. So I think that if you can be more serious and more consistent, then why not? If a Blueface can get a contract, why can't you? You know what I mean?
Now, and this is just me kind of taking a low blow jab, if a label was like, yo, we want you to work with us, we want a partnership, could you put out a project tomorrow?
Could I put out a project
or in the
tomorrow?
next week or 2 weeks?
Like, do you got music in the tub?
Yeah, I could put out a project tonight.
No, I like that. I like that.
Like, nah, because you're not wrong. What you're saying is not wrong, but I realized that months ago before the tape came out, and I really was like, I have to kick things in overdrive. I have to really, but I have to put my all into it. I have to find time to really focus on what I want to do, and I make music constantly. Like, I'll literally be in the car writing songs while I'm driving. You feel me? Like, and that's all about just what I want to put out. There's a lot of songs that didn't make the tape. There's songs with other artists that they hit me. They're like, "Yo, bro, why?" I'm like, "It just couldn't. It just wasn't for that tape. It wasn't for that time, you know." And I definitely I'm planning to drop again very soon. You know, I just want everything to be right. The rollout got to be right. I got to get merch done. I got to, I'm just trying to get everything together. Everything got to be solid because we want it to be consistent, like you're talking about. We want it to be in everybody's face all the time. I want to be annoying. Like, I want people to be like, yo, this motherfucker don't sleep. Like, he don't stop. And that's
sort of really like what the baby did.
Yeah.
That's how the baby became who the baby is now.
I saw the baby in South by Southwest.
You're not the first person that said this on this podcast.
Yeah, 2017.
Flawless said the same thing.
Yo, bro.
He was in the diaper.
In the diaper, bro. In Boston, bro. He was dead. But you couldn't say nothing because he was deep. Nah, he was deep. He was with mad guys, bro, and he was out there in the diaper. I dare you to make a joke. They were really with it. They were really with it that day, but it was dope because everybody was like, yo, this guy's crazy.
He was marketing himself.
You feel, but to see him like, 2-3 years after that, where he's at now was like.
Yeah, he's a superstar now.
It worked, a lot of times, because a lot of times people will be in your ear, be like, yo, bro, don't do that. That's corny, But like, you gotta take that jump.
The shock value.
Yeah,
sometimes.
The shock value will take you far, and like, you have to have faith in what you're doing. Like, if you don't have faith in yourself, then what's the point? You got to believe yourself.
Preach.
That's why I always tell, I tell a lot of artists, like, I don't want nobody around me if they don't believe they're the greatest. And I don't mean it as being a cocky sense, but you got to put yourself in that
like
zone.
Who are taking it serious.
Man, you can't forget who you are. You got to really believe you're like, yo, I can
tell by the features. There's Rain, Joe Bruce, Jabubu. I'm missing one.
Freddie
JB. But I'm talking, no offense to Freddie, but I'm talking about like the guys who like rapping. You can tell they're serious about their artistry.
Nice is on there, yeah.
Nice, of course. How could I forget? So you spoke to a lot about what I wanted to ask you, so I'm glad you did. So let's just jump.
Hold on. Before you jump into the project,
okay.
What was that turning point that made you realize, like, yo, I gotta kick shit into overdrive?
I think it was really, I just felt like I wasn't doing what I needed to do. I had taken a look at the numbers I was putting up with my last project and everything, and I just felt like it was more of an internal conflict with me. It was more of, I'm working every day, doing my regular job, living my regular life, and it just became a lot. I'm like, damn, I do this every day. But the thing I'm passionate about, I need to really focus on that. I can't let anything get in between that anymore. It was in a conflict with like, yo, bro, is this what you want to do? Are you content with where you're at right now. And I was like, all right, bet. Like, I be my boy Keish, we go to Bible study all the time, really just we gotta get our spirits right, and everything that we were talking about that, like it really was like it felt like God was really speaking to me, like, yo, man, get your stuff together.
I feel the Holy Spirit in this room right now.
Man, nah, it's for real. You like, just get get your life together. You know what you want to do. You know what you're set out to do. You know what you want to do with your talent. So you gotta really get it together.
And that is a perfect segue into the tape, because your introduction was different. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting just song, right? Which a lot of people do, and there's nothing wrong with that. But you started it off with like a conversation. I don't know if it was with yourself or with somebody.
Boy,
but you were basically saying, like, if God gave me this talent, then why am I not using it? I got to use it to positively impact the world.
The best way. I always feel like inspiration is everything. I feel like if I'm able to, change the mind of somebody, they're able to change the mind of somebody else. I always want to push just positive energy. I want people like to just believe in themselves. Like I make music for me because I love it, but it's not solely for self. It's for people to listen to it and be like, damn, yo, this song makes me want to run 1,000 miles. This song makes me want to do things that I didn't think I could do. And that's what it's really about. I just want to inspire people to be greater than what they are, because, the world that we live in now, we got a lot of negativity. Negativity flows around like a virus, and it brings people. We have a lot of mental health issues, a lot of depression, a lot of things that we see people go through. And, I just want to help change that the best way I can. And I feel like this is my gateway, my doorway. Music is just a doorway to so many other things I can do. But I just have to step in the right way first, right here. So
that's so true. And it's so dope for us to be in that space, in the generation where we've seen so many rappers do other things. Like, for example, Queen Latifah, who just got a Lifetime Achievement Award.
Shout out to Queen.
Queen Latifah is, she opened the doors for many rappers, but then she went into TV. She went into movies. Yes. She went into Broadway. She did a bunch of other stuff. So it's like, you're right. Your passion can lead you to other passions, to other things that you don't even know that you may be good at. But did you want to say something? I was going to jump into some ratchet shit.
What you were saying about passion. What are other passions that you hold?
I think a big passion of mine, I always wanted to go into like video directing. I've been thinking about that, and just being able to, I want to kind of be a little bit of a philanthropist. I want to be able to like garner enough wealth, to be able to like rebuild my country, my home country, Liberia. I want to be able to go back to Liberia and rebuild it from the ground up, show our parents that we're the generation to help bring Liberia back to its glory, and also I want to give back to Providence so much, whether it be in school programs, after school programs, give places for these young youth to really put out their creative talent, and that's all I want to do. Those are my goals. My passion is really just to make everything, just come together for my city and the people I love, and yeah.
It's a bigger picture. I love that. Yeah. But I love the groundedness. I love the spirituality talk. But in this tape, you also talk a lot about dicking women down. And so we have to talk about it because it's in the spirit of the summertime. Everybody's back outside.
She might come at you. I can't hold her back.
I am going to come at you. So on Show Me Love, which is one of the songs that stuck out to me, it sounds like you're like just talking to somebody special, like telling her, like, yo, if you really fuck with me, show me love. So what inspired you to make that music? Because in other songs, you're talking about putting it in her chest and making her eat the vanilla. There's a lot going on.
The vanilla line took me out. I wasn't expecting it.
I ain't gonna lie. The vanilla line is kind of wild. I like the I'm a raunchy kid. I definitely say it, but it's really about just having being able to like live in this market too. There's a lot of raunchy songs out right now, and I like them. So I wanted to make something like that, and I just off my Volume 1 tape, I have a song called My Time, and it was sort of like a sequel to that song. It's really just like, you know, it wasn't really about anybody specific, really. I was just really talking to, you know, it really wasn't. There's songs on there that's about specific people, but that one really wasn't there. I just really wanted a song that made people move, but it was so smooth, but real, like, nasty at the same time, you know. It catches you off guard. You don't expect me to say no sick shit like that, you know. Like, so.
It was good, though. And the Poppin' song, I can't get out of my head. That's not the one you have. You have Mad for What? You have a video for that one. Is there a video coming out for Poppin'?
Yeah,
Special request.
There's a video coming out for Poppin'. Poppin'. Shout out my boy Sav Santana. He made that beat when we had actually made Poppin', like the end of 2018.
Wow.
We had, and when I had
finished it,
when I had finished it, I was just like, nah, I don't like it. No, I was like, I didn't like it at the time. And then when I was gearing up for this tape, I said, nah, I love it. No, like I had it and I shopped it around for a lot. So when it comes to like my close friends, they love that song. They love it, and so it was really
a good song. I like it.
Yeah, it was really just like just seeing how people would react to it. But yeah, Poppin' is it's one of my most played songs. Yeah.
There's definitely replay value on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
you know,
I was gonna say,
and not only that, but radio quality too.
You
know, because there's a lot of songs that they're bangers, but also in its own space. But this I can see on the radio.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, so, you gotta send these songs
Rhode Island radio.
To Franchise.
Yeah, I'm
He's
doing
a big supporter.
Facts, because Franchise is the only one putting.
He's
I gotta say
Rhode
here, he's the only one putting Rhode Island rappers in the airways.
Yeah, people,
you know, Hot 106 ain't doing it. I gotta
doing for the New England. Yeah, what he's doing for the New England scene right now, that's gonna be. I think that's gonna pivot a lot of the ways people discover Providence, because he's letting all these guys freestyle, but now he's branching out. He's doing Connecticut, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, New York. Like, so you know what I'm saying? Like, eventually this will kind of be like the Mecca. Will really be the creative capital.
Because like, and rappers watch that Franchise report, bro. Like, every rapper, like, you see a rapper on there, you be like, let me see what he got right now. Let me see what's up. Like, it's really, I feel like a lot of Providence rappers are true to the culture. We do want to see you spit them bars, you know. So yeah, I definitely.
Will we see a freestyle from you?
Maybe, possibly.
That laugh was mad mischievous. Like, you got it up your sleeve, uploaded.
It'll come soon. Don't worry.
Good. Gotta come on. What's your favorite? Go ahead.
No.
What's your favorite song on the project?
My favorite song. I really like Boogeyman. You know, my boy Euro's on there. I just feel like, but my favorite song, I think, would have to be between the song with Jabubu, Neo, and Matrix. I think Matrix might have it, Joe Bruce. We might have did that one for real. like
I really like that one too.
I like that one.
Yeah, it's a good when Joe Bruce sent me the vocals back, he knew it off rip. He texted me and said, yo, bro, this is it. This one's crazy.
I love Joe.
We heard it in the stew and almost passed out. We said, yes.
Shout out to Joe Bruce.
I always wondered what it'd be like to be in the studio and make a banger that like this shit bangs. Like how that feels.
Yeah, it's dope. Like I feel like I always record with my boy Generous. You know, shout out Heartstoppers. Yo, I be in there when we make a banger. I start dancing all over the room, and it's just good energy in there. Like definitely, just putting the best of our talents together. And
it's mixed very well.
There's a lot of down south influence, like early 2003-ish to 2008. Like I hear it, I know it's there. Who is your inspiration behind that? Like there's someone, and I can't pinpoint it, but I know there's someone that
I like. It's not really a someone, but just an era of me. Like even today, I really like bounce music. Like I'm like, even today I was listening to Lil Will. my Dougie. like I like those early Southern tracks that really just make like wipe me down. Songs like that.
You know what's crazy? At my job, the cleaning lady, we call her "Wipe Me Down."
That's terrible.
Yo,
no, it's because she's always wiping shit down.
That's her job.
And that's trying to get a bag.
We call her "Wipe Me Down." You know,
that's funny.
Just funny.
Nah, man, I just like that Southern influence, that Southern twang, the way they bounce through their songs. That's what I really love. You know, I'm such a dancer, and I just wanted to incorporate that with this up north style because I rap like with bars, you know, but the beats and the way I'm rapping, it's like I don't know whether I want to dance or rap. You feel me when you're listening to it? So that's what I like.
It's melodic.
I don't know. I think it's not popping. It's I forgot the name of the song.
Amends.
It reminds me of Young Buck, early Young Buck, like still like street but fun.
That must be mad for what? With the one with Nice, I feel like.
Yeah, it is that one. Yeah. It is that one.
Yeah. That one.
Like I feel like your aggressiveness, but also you're trying to have fun with it. You're trying to, this is me, this is who I am, and this is my sound.
Yeah. It was really just energy, like Mad for What. We made that legit. And I was walking by the TV. I had a beat that I had just put on, and I was like, oh, bro. Because I live with my boy Nice. And so I was like, bro, get out your room right now. This is it. I said, this is it. I said, no, bro, this is fire, bro. And it's definitely, it has the edginess about it. But the way I'm flowing on it, and the thing about Nice, I always tell rap, if we're gonna rap together, bro, you gotta try to destroy me because I'm gonna try to destroy you. No, we like that competition about it, and the way he just slides in on the beat is just so hard. We really just have two different flows, but they just hit both hard. So it's dope.
What's your process behind your features?
With the features,
there's got to be a process that you hold up to.
So I always tell if I'm gonna do a feature, I'll go through mad beats. I'll go through 50, 60 beats and just listening to them and just seeing what will fit best for me and for that artist. So when we did Matrix with Joe Bruce, I've been listening to Joe Bruce music for nonstop. You feel me? And I was just when I heard the beat the first time, I said, this is it. This is the one that I know Joe Bruce will slide on and I could really make a dope chorus for. And so that's what I do. I just listen to artists' songs over and over and over and really just see where they're at with it. With Rain, me and Rain had spent a whole summer together. That's really my little bro for real. And so I really just knew that being on the song with Rain, I wanted that real dark feel.
Yeah, he's a dark boy.
Yeah, he's a dark boy. I felt I always I tried to map the tape out the first 3-4 songs are really dark songs. Not dark, but they make me feel like Batman. I know that sounds crazy, but it makes me feel like
no, you do have an anime vibe-ish. Is that accurate to say?
Do you watch anime?
Yeah, I do watch anime. No, but
even down to your titles Matrix,
anime?
Neo. My
favorite anime, I would say, it's not gonna like this. I really like My Hero Academia.
Okay.
I like Boruto a lot. Well, I just had to stop jumping into Boruto and Dragon Ball Super and stuff like that.
Of course, classic.
I've been watching Castlevania too. Castlevania. Bro.
I watched the whole thing. I watched the whole thing, and the storyline is
I never
berserk.
seen people die like that.
It's wild.
It's real, but yeah.
So the tape is out now, and it's good. It's a solid project. Now, what are you gonna do from here on out? Are we gonna see more videos? We're gonna see you at shows. What's going on with the project?
Okay, so the videos I'm working on at least 3 videos right now. I just want them to be solid together, but they're coming. More videos is coming. I have 2 shows on this Saturday, July 10th. I'm doing the Bright Lights show, hosted by Blessing Mariah.
Ooh, shout out to Blessing.
Put together by Kathy. So you guys know Kathy Velasquez, I'm pretty sure.
Shout outs to
That
Kathy.
sounds familiar.
And then I'm also, after that, I'm heading over to Chip Doug's show for the leader of the New School event. And
that's July 7th?
No, it's July 10th.
10th. July 10th.
Shows in one night, back to back.
Nice.
Going for it. I felt like since quarantine happened, I hadn't performed in so long. I feel like I just have
all this
a
pent-up
bomb,
energy.
yeah, a bomb in me. I'm ready to go off. I'm ready to just put on the best show I can for the city, you know.
Now, in the next project, who can we see or who are you thinking of reaching out to work outside of the people you already worked with?
Okay, definitely. I gotta I wanted to do a song. You know, my boy Damon. Me and Damon already have a song together.
Damon,
D Gomes. But we're gonna definitely I'm definitely want to get him on some new tracks. I got a couple.
Sneaky?
Yeah, Big
Sneak
Frank.
Sneak one in.
Yeah, I want to do something.
Okay.
I definitely gotta do something with Big Frank.
That energy, yo,
That energy's gonna be crazy.
Big Frank,
Explosive.
he is. Yeah, he definitely makes it happen. My boy Scribe. I want to do something with me.
Scribe.
Yeah,
Scribe's
like my boy Peter Bruh too.
he just put something out too.
Yeah,
I have to go check that out.
He's been working the Overdrive too. He's really trying to make it happen, yo. Shout out to Heartbreak Hotel, my favorite song, Peter. Just there's a couple artists I definitely gotta make
I could see them all aligned with you. That's the crazy part.
They all make sense. I don't see the Big Frank, but I'm interested. I'm intrigued.
Yeah. We just gotta find the thing that
the balance.
the balance that works for both of us the best. You know, and we can make it happen. I'm literally even right now. I'm seeing like 50 different things. I just wanna get it all together.
Now, for the people who are watching that never heard of Pharaoh Jaxson, what can you tell them to look to you for?
Oh man, you can look to me for excitement, you know, like I'm definitely an artist that is I'm bigger. I try to be bigger than life, you know. I try to put you in a space where like it's not, you don't feel alone. Like I'm really trying to put you in a place where you can feel like you can do anything. So that's the art. That's what you want to look for. If you really want excitement, you want fun, you want something, and bars too, good music, good solid music. That's what I'm coming with. And you know, the shows is always on 10,000. You know, so.
And what song should they? I mean, they should listen to the whole tape, obviously. But what song, if you had a song to pick to represent this project, which one would it be?
Poppin', man. I think Poppin' is just the way the song starts. That it's just like, yeah, the show's about to start. You feel me? Like I think Poppin' is a big track. You know, after that it's Mad for What. I feel like the video for Mad for What is just alone. It's just like, damn, they came out swinging. So yeah, that's how I feel.
Dope. Well, we thank you for coming through. Join us for Pass Me the Aux.
Yes.
Did you want to say something before we end the interview?
Well,
Oh yes, where can the people find you?
Oh, you know, you could find me on Pharaoh Jaxson. That's everything. So PHARAOHJAXSON. That's on everything. That's on Twitter, Instagram,
Streaming.
all that. Streaming, yeah. Apple Music, Spotify, everything. Tidal. I should be everywhere.
and for the YouTube listeners, we'll put that in the description.
Yeah.
Yep, we'll put the link in the bio so you guys can check it out. It's co-signed by Ruben. Am I speaking?
I'm co-signing.
Okay, word.
You're
We're
co-signing.
I
this.
appreciate
You know,
that.
and I was trying to be a little tough on you in the beginning of this, but like, you know, your energy, your person is like,
Yeah, man.
Character goes a long way.
exactly.
Yeah. No, I like
You know,
that.
not only that, but your music's good. I don't want
Appreciate
to,
that.
you know, sound like, you know, I was coming here to swing at you or anything
No, man.
like
If
that.
the
but
music is trash, you guys like. I
We
appreciate.
probably wouldn't
honesty.
interview.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
nobody would be sitting here if, you know, it's not that.
I really trusted Keish. I was like, if he's asking me and he's involved, it's for a reason.
Oh yeah, that's
so,
my big brother right there. He
Yeah,
knows
so
it's
shout out to
good, yeah.
Keish. And thank you for coming through.
Of course,
now-
I appreciate it.
So now we're going to do my favorite part of
Well,
the podcast.
Let me do the...
Okay, gotcha. So now we're going to get into my favorite part of the podcast, which is Pass Me the Aux, where you introduce a song. Well, rules to you. It can't be one of your songs.
Okay.
It has to be something you're listening to that's audible, whether it's a book, whether it's a podcast, whether it's, music. Okay. You can tell the listeners what it is, and that way they can feel free to go check it out. Okay. So this time, I'm going to take the aux first.
Ooh, thank God, because I was not
ready. I'm going to go with Sister Abigail from the Conway the Machine project, featuring Jay Skeese and Love. Because, they're rapping on that. Rapping. Love goes in. She's a Buffalo rapper.
Is that from La Máquina?
Yeah.
Of course it is.
Possibly project of the year.
It's a good project. Okay, I'm not going to hate. I was just
bar for bar, like, everything's there. Like, Jay Ski goes in. Then, Conway he's just a genius with the bars.
I like
them boys are good.
Butcher,
Benny the Butcher.
Benny the Butcher.
Yeah. Like, and I'm gonna say Sister Abigail.
Okay. And who you passing the aux to?
I'm gonna pass it. No, I'm gonna pass it to Christina because she looks very unsure.
I am. My pick of the week is a very obvious one. Everyone is claiming this song to be the song of the summer. It's Essence by WizKid featuring Tems. This song, listen, it's one of the standouts to me in this album, but I didn't think it was gonna pop the way it's popping, but it's the perfect vibe for the summer. And, I just hope that everybody continues on this positive, sexy wave. That's what it is, right? We don't want no troubles in here, man.
We don't need the drama.
We don't need the drama.
Okay.
But yes, my pick of the week is Essence featuring Tems by WizKid.
All right.
And we're passing the aux to you, sir.
To me, all right. I've been in a real party vibe right now, and I've been listening to this song called GYALIS by Capella Gray. I think that's his name. Yo, that song's bananas.
What's the genre? What's it feel like?
It's like a dancehall song.
Oh, okay. Ooh,
yeah, it's definitely. But like, I just love the vibe of it and everything, and it's definitely probably gonna inspire me to make something along that
islandy.
Okay. Yes, yeah. Oh yeah, I did get it right. Capella Gray, GYALIS.
Yeah,
I gotta check that out.
Yeah, it's fire, bro.
All right. Oh,
so that was Pass Me the Aux. Christina, do you have any announcements?
All I have is that the cookout of the summer is coming up July 24th. I am hosting with my guy M2 on the ones and twos and Kenny, provided by Food, Booze, and Friends, a.k.a. Fatty, a.k.a. Brandon. We'll have the DILF himself. Mm-hmm. He solidified himself as a DILF. I'm not saying, Jimmy's my guy and he has a girlfriend. So he'll be on the grill, probably smoking a cigar and drinking some tequila. So come through. It's free food. Right now, the tickets are $15. You can find the tickets. You can find the ticket link in my bio and on SparkUp's bio. Pull up, bring a beach chair, bring whatever it is, your hookah, your joint. Don't bring a drink. We're gonna have drinks there.
Jimmy, if you don't pull up to the cookout in dad chancletas, I don't want you by the grill.
You know he's too cool for the chancletas.
I'm outside.
That's how you know. That's how you know the person at the grill is
gonna cook.
That's how you know that's just good, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, and don't forget the adobo, please. On. The seasoning. The burgers need to be seasoned. But yeah, that's all that I have. July 24th.
Oh, and I'll be shooting
again.
You forgot about me.
I'm so sorry.
Dang. I'll be shooting. Our cam imaging is gonna be out there shooting. So if you want to pick with me, come to the cookout and see what's going on.
$5 Everclear shots.
A movie.
Oh, you're trying to rap. See what happens when a rapper comes
out. I'm inspired.
I'm trying to inspire. Feel me?
Oh my goodness. But yeah, that's all I have. Come get those tickets. Come through to the cookout. It's gonna be it's gonna be a vibe, and then it's gonna get ratchet because you have to.
And I'm there. I'm here all for it.
Catching all the buns.
Let's go. Bring your buns, and they're gonna get.
And bring the thighs.
And bring the thighs.
Hell yeah, the thighs.
Forgot about the thighs and vibes.
All right.
You should know, Vanilla Man.
I'm not
so you already know what it is. It's your boy Banz alongside Christina, Mr. Jaxson. Jaxson. And we are the Sparkle Podcast. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit the link, and hit the bell. That way, you get notifications. So when we post, when it's up there. So yeah.
Yes. And if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, please rate and review so that other people can find this podcast. Shout out to our New York listeners, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Virginia, California, everywhere out there. We appreciate
even
you.
Even the UK.
Tuning in. Every time we sit somebody here, something special happens to them. So I'm just gonna say that, and we can end it out on that note. Okay. Get your mind right, bring the thighs out, and have a safe summer. And meet us back here next week.
Lady,
bless. Jaxson.